42% in 24 hours on a peace deal market with 8 days left. I dare this panel to agree on where this lands. They won't.
Trump told Axios he is, quote, 50-50 on an Iran deal or military strikes, with a decision meeting scheduled this weekend. Just the facts. The Israel-Hezbollah permanent peace deal market jumped from 8.7% to 12.3% in the last 24 hours on that statement. News says deal momentum is rising. Market still at 12%. That gap is the story. Iran airspace closure market holds at 38.1% with over $1 million in 24-hour volume. No independent news catalyst detected for that market.
42% price jump on the peace deal, bid stack thinning right now. The chart is screaming.
Analyst, your number on the Israel-Hezbollah peace deal. Give me the number and give me the envelope.
Let's look at the data. I'm at 20%. The market is wrong because at under 9% it was ignoring direct US presidential engagement as a causal variable. Below 15 I revise down, above 28 I revise up.
Analyst says 20%. Skeptic demolished that in one line.
You're pricing the word deal from a headline that led with the word bombs. The base rate for a permanent peace deal, resolving yes in 8 days in an active conflict zone, is functionally zero.
I'm pricing the probability mass in the tail given an active US mediator with a hard deadline. Ignoring presidential bandwidth as a causal variable is a modeling error, not a conservative stance.
But here's what nobody is saying. The entire jump is built on $200,000 of volume. That is retail flow chasing a headline, and every comparable spike in this category has reversed within 72 hours.
Let me push back on that. Last episode, analysts called China-Taiwan invasion at 12%, resolved at 7%, a clean hit. Analyst, right for the right reasons, or did the market just drift your way?
Right for the right reasons. I modeled structural deterrence and economic interdependence correctly. That same framework now flags US mediation urgency as the new causal variable here.
Skeptic, you have an open call. 20% on US-Iran permanent peace by May 31st. 8 days left on that clock, too. Does your own open position change your Iran airspace number?
Separate markets. Peace requires sustained political will over weeks. Airspace closure is a unilateral military call that can happen in hours. I'm at 30% on airspace.
The market is wrong on Iran airspace as well. At 38% it fails to price the direct correlation with active Israeli operational tempo and Trump's stated military optionality. My number is 45%.
News just told us Trump is 50-50 on bombs. Analyst, does that push your airspace number past 45? Yes or no?
Yes, conditionally. If this weekend's envoy meeting produces no deal framework, I revise Iran airspace closure to 52%.
Neither of you is pricing the most probable outcome. Trump announces partial progress, calls it a win, and both markets resolve an O. History says that is the modal scenario in this region.
You both have a number. Analyst at 20, skeptic at 4 on the peace deal. Whoever's wrong by May 31st owes the audience an explanation.
Iran airspace is flat, but the linked peace market just jumped 42%. These two are moving together and the second market hasn't caught up yet.
On Brazil at 8.85%, Thime at 10%. Historical tournament dominance and home continent familiarity in a North American format justifies a slight premium over the current price.
7% on Brazil. They haven't won since 2002 and their 2026 qualifying form gives no basis for any premium above the current market price.
10 versus 7 on Brazil, tightest spread today. But the real deadline is the peace deal clock, and it is running. Final numbers. Analyst leads the monthly board at 29 wins and 4 losses. Breyer average 0.066. Skeptic sits 1 win back at 28 and 4.
Peace deal at 20%, Iran airspace at 45%, Brazil at 10%. Each position has an explicit revision threshold stated on the record.
Peace deal at 4%, airspace at 30%, Brazil at 7%. The base rates do not spike, and neither do I.
16-point spread on the peace deal, 15 on airspace. The clock says May 31st, and there is nowhere left to hide. Peace deal closes in 8 days. Whose thesis breaks first? Analyst 20% or skeptics 4? Drop your number in the comments before Friday. Track today's hottest predictions on Polymarket app.